Well, good morning. It is Saturday, December the 19th, 2020. Only 2 days away from the official start of winter, and finally getting a chance to hunt our own property here in Elma. I did a little bit of outside of the box thinking today. I brushed up the aquapod with grass, and I hid in the middle of the clumps of grass in the middle of the pond to get away from any fence line or brush line. And I put decoys all around my position. And as you can see, I'm only one short of a limit, but I'm gonna call it quits a little bit early today because we got a major low pressure front coming in this afternoon, and it's supposed to rain. Probably about an inch to inch and a half of water is going to fall out of the sky today with wind. It would have been nice to hunt that pressure system, but I always like just being a little dry if I can get away with it. I got to hunt with my Benelli again today. Back over Thanksgiving break, I was going to hunt the field here, and I was getting everything ready over at the boat launch, and I put my gun down in its case on the ground, and I was moving an aluminum boat to get it out of the way. I pulled it up behind me, and I dropped it, and the boat landed right on my Benelli and snapped it in half right here where the receiver meets the buttstock. So I had to order a new Sure Cycle ejector tube. I had to wait for it to get here. It got here a couple weeks ago. I replaced it. I had to take the gun to a machinist to get the threads cleaned out because the threads were still stuck in there when it broke off. So it took me a while, but the Benelli's back in action today, and it fired perfectly. When I was waiting in the morning darkness, just before shooting hours, which were about 7:15 this morning, I had ducks landing all around me. They were coming from all points of the clock, and I was just letting them land and pile up and pile up. And most of them went behind me. And I kind of thought, oh, what am I going to do here? Because they're all behind me. I'm going to have to sit up and turn around to shoot. And I worked up the courage, and that's what I did. And I rolled over on my belly, and I stood up, and they were just like sitting ducks. They all flushed, and I tripled. I got 3 mallards in the first volley. 3 shots, 3 mallards. I love it when that happens. And then there's always about a break here between about 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning. And then between 9 and now, I got my last 3. Got one of these hen mallards here. And I got this hen widgeon. Okay, and I got another drake mallard as well. No, I got both drakes this morning. Got another drake mallard. And the last one I got was this hen right over there. I had to go finish her off because she was wounded. It is officially the late season. We got about a month, a couple weeks left of the 2020-2021 waterfowl season. And I feel like I'm just now getting amped up and ramped up. My shooting was spot on today. And there's a lot of birds in the area right now. There's a lot of northern migrants in this valley. They've been flying all morning. And I kind of had a hunch today, since last weekend was the high tides of the year, it would make all that food available down at Willapa Bay. And today the tides are back down to more even. So I just had a feeling that with all the rain we got this week, with all the rain we're going to get over the next 2 days, and the tides mellowing out on the salt water, that more ducks would move in to the flooded fields here. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm hoping I can have a repeat of this tomorrow. I'm going to sit on the back slough though tomorrow. There are a lot of birds that wanted to go down over there today, and I think that'll be a good bet for another double limit tomorrow. And then I got pretty much 2 weeks. This is the first kickoff hunt of my Christmas winter break, and I got a lot of waterfowling coming up here east side and west side of the Cascades. So we'll see what happens with that. And hopefully we can do it again tomorrow. Until then, have a great day, and don't let them see you sweat. Thank you. Well, the water isn't quite up to the blind over there. You can see it. And so because of that, I had to modify my setup today to hunt this field. And you can see what I've done to the aquapod here. Got it all covered with grass. And I tucked it in these sedge grasses here. And I got decoys all around me. I have some mallards over there. I got a bunch of field widgeon and floating widgeon over there. You can see how much water has filled in the field. It's actually pretty perfect right now for feeding puddlers. Got some pintail decoys over there. Some more mallards. Over here I have more decoys, so I'm surrounded by fake ducks. And, so here's a closer look at the birds I got today. Right here, there's a hen widgeon. Pretty good bird. Came right into the widgeon decoys I had on the bank here. The prizes today are these guys. Look at these big green heads. Look at these orange feet. Those are some Canadian migrants right there. Look at this guy right here. Look at that speculum. Look at that. Look how big that green head is. This guy here too. This one here has the most orange feet of them all. How many curl feathers does he got? Oh, look at that. There we have it.